to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cardinals.
With that, let's get out to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Play clock winding down. They'll run for the first time with Riley Hillman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Palmer backing up, trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. In the red zone this time. A 1st down throw for Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. So now a 1st and 20. From the gun, Winston. That is caught at the 7. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Second down, here's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On third down, Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. One receiver to the left is Evans. To throw is Winston. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. The second down throw for Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. One receiver right, that's Brown. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jeff Janis with an acrobatic catch. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, right?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He's got a man, complete. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Here's Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in. On second down, Martin. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good coming off that 5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Throwing again, Winston on second and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Jameis to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. One of the newer Cardinals picked up from New England, Chandler Jones, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now it's Palmer. It's complete to Jerron Brown. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Cardinals a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And Gresham's got it over the middle. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Get ready.
On second down, here's Palmer. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, barely. They snapped it at 1. Now Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Get ready. Right now. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He completes it middle of the field to Janis. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Get ready.
On 2nd down, Hillman. And he'll be taken down near... And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Hey, here we go. 18. Mirror.
To throw is Palmer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure... if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may...
And Winston lost the football. And the Cardinals and they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A nice pass breakup there by Patrick Peterson, who has the cornerback position figured out. And you can see it in his play. Obviously, 5 Pro Bowls tells us that he's a pretty darn good player, but even more so, the footwork, the physicality out on the corner, the ability to read patterns, and he makes plays on the football. And you know, if he gets his hands on it, he tends to take it the other way and maybe turn it into 6 points.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's going to try and go deep again. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Slam. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Get ready.
On second down, Palmer. He's got time. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
And the tight end goes in motion left. This is Hillman on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
All right now, blue 58. Blue 58. Sally 19. Sally 19. Mirror, mirror, mirror.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. Extra point try now for Dawson. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
He's going to let it go again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is now an even 30. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. On second down, Winston again. And he comes back with one complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston now from the 50. Flush to his right. Right side caught by Jackson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Jackson. And some room to roam now. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A second down throw for Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the former Patriot Pro Bowler, Chandler Jones, in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. One receiver to the left is Evans, looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And Patrick Peterson there getting his hand on another one.
And that's multiple times in this game where he's able to knock the ball away. Are we sure he just has 2 arms, 2 hands? Because it feels like he's almost like an octopus out there. How do you get a pass into a receiver when Patrick Peterson's defending him?
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Third and long for Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They'll try to get the ground game going with Hillman. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. A great read, and it's picked off. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle to Evans. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's got some space here. And a cutback left. Cuts, touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 99 yards. And the Cardinals add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He's going to sling this and got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. Aguayo on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Backing up. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now it's Palmer. Deep drop. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Here we go. Regular.
They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. With it is Jackson. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go. Let's go.
Palmer apparently wants to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Get ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And the return will stop right around the 25. So out come the Bucs now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. One receiver to the left is Evans. To throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now come the Cardinals. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So 2nd and 10 here.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 61 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right now. Blue, mirror, mirror, mirror.
Oh, Palmer looking to throw. Backing up. Caught right side, Gresham. It's a gain of 17 that time.